story time.
Hello, everybody.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear my Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But we need to know.
We need to know if you can hear her because we've been told that you can't hear my auntie. So y'all got to hear her. Y'all just can't hear me. Time I don't be knowing what I can say.
Yes, she does.
Welcome to Storytime, you all. I'm your host, LaVon Gillette. This is also your other host, Auntie Shelly on the beat. Bump. Don't care if it hurts your nerve. It's for me. It's
like, there they go with that bump again.
It's for me. It is Thursday. Welcome you all. So we're going to go ahead and get into our 10 commandments, which is found in Exodus, the 20th chapter. It is just good to be reminded of the commandments, these things that we are to live out every single day.
Yep.
All right. And it says, and Elohim spoke all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah Eloheka, which have brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other Elohim before me. You shall not make unto you any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters underneath the earth. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahuwah Eloheka, am a jealous owl, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation that do hate me, and showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and guard my commandments. Okay? Guard it. You shall not take the name Yahuwah Eloheka in vain, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that takes his name in vain. Remember the day of the Sabbath. Remember the day of the Sabbath to keep it holy. There is no such thing as a Christian Sabbath on the Sunday. No, ma'am, no, sir. Remember the day of the Sabbath and keep it holy. Shalom. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah Eloheka. In it you shall not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, your manservant, your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor the strangers that is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that's in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahuwah blessed the Sabbath and hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah Eloheka gives you. You shall not kill. You shall not break wedlock. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against thy neighbor. You shall not lust after your neighbor's house. You shall not lust after your neighbor's woman, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is of your neighbor's. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
This is good. That 10 commandments, we're going to see what that do for you when you in obedience and holding that thing. So welcome back, you all. May y'all add a blessing to the hearers and readers of his word. Welcome back to Storytime. We are in the 13th chapter in the book of Yahudith. If you don't know about Yahudith, don't worry, that was me too. It was one of the books that they took out, the Catholic Church took out, because you see so much of heritage, you see so much of our customs. You see a lot of the things that we as the people or descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob should be carrying on today. So we just got back into the 13th chapter. Now, as we see, just a small recap for those catching up. Yahudah is on the scene, okay? She is the granddaughter of Simeon. She's already petitioned the Most High to give her words of deceit because she's going against the king or Nebuchadnezzar. So mouthpiece, she was the one that started it, okay?
Right.
She said, I got this, okay? So she is deceiving Nebuchadnezzzer, and she got him all, well, she didn't get him.
Holofernes.
Yeah, Holofernes. Yeah, Holofernes. Yeah, there you go. Holofernes. There you go, because you don't pronounce the H. All right, so Holofernes, she is deceiving him. He didn't, listen, his mind should have been on war. Now all of a sudden, he didn't tripped, and fell deeply in love with Yahudith, okay? So he wants, he I mean, this is not for kids anyway, but hey, he just want to get some, okay?
Yep.
That ain't gonna happen. He is drunk. He ain't never drunk as much.
Drunk.
Yes, like, hey, baby. Listen, he is drunk, never been drunk. He's never had this much to drink a day in his life, okay? Yes. Real life people that was roaming the earth, okay? These are not fictional characters. These are real life people, and we are reading about your ancestors who now he's drunk, on the bed. I want to say he probably knocked out sleep.
Oh yeah, he
knocked out. Room probably spinning, okay? And she didn't push all the guards out the room, okay, out the bed chamber. So they probably thinking, well, let's give them some
what they thinking.
He about to tear that. Never mind. But y'all know they probably let's
y'all know what they think.
Let's get the real distance, okay? So while nobody's there, she is saying a prayer right now, and remind you, she's Simeon's granddaughter.
Yep. To the T.
To the T. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and read. So she says, now Yahudith has commanded her maid to stand without her bed chamber, and to wait for her coming forth, as she did daily. For she said she would go forth to her prayers, and spoke to Bagaeus according to the same purpose. So all went forth, and none was left in the bedchamber, neither little nor great. Then Yahudith, standing by his bed, said in her heart, "Oh, Yahudah."
She gonna pray standing next to the old slapping drunk man.
Yes. Listen, in her heart too. She said in her heart, so she wasn't saying this out loud too. Yahuwah Elohim of all power, look at this present upon the works of my hands for the exaltation of Jerusalem. For now is the time to help your inheritance and to execute your enterprises to the destruction of the enemies which are risen against us. Then she came to the pillar of the bed, which was at Eliphanah's head, and took down his falchion from thence, and approached to his bed, and took hold of the hair of his head, okay, and strengthened me, and said, strengthen me, O Yahuwah Elohim of Yahuwah this day, of Israel this day. And she smote twice upon his neck with all her might, and she took away his head from him. Pull that hair up. Before I chop it, I need your strength, y'all.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna be able to chop it out somebody's head. Is like some work. You need some strength.
And we got some big old heads. We don't have no peanut head. We got head, okay?
She ain't had no chainsaw.
And did it twice, okay?
2 whacks. Your head gone, boo.
Okay, listen, this is what happened when you trip and fall in love with the wrong person. Okay? And she smote twice upon his neck with all her might, and she took away his head from him, and tumbled his body down from the bed, and pulled down the canopy from the pillars, and immediately after she went forth, gave Eliphanah his head to her maid.
So she whacked him, grabbed his head, his body fell on the ground. She put the curtains down over the bed, then handed the head to the maid. Hey, that maid had to be strong too, because I would have been like,
it would have been soccer. Like, hey man, what you doing? What you doing? Listen, I know the plan. Don't throw that thing at me. Listen, weak stomach, okay? I can't take it.
I wonder though if Eliphanah opened his eyes after the first whack, because if there's enough blood in your brain, if they chop off your head, you could still see till all the blood drain out.
Oh man.
You can look and see, whoa, I ain't got no head.
Right, like your last thought.
Yeah.
Like, no, she didn't. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, she did. And she put it in her bag of meat. So they took.
Yeah, the maid is strong too.
Yes. And she put it in her bag, okay, with the meat, okay? Season it, okay? So they too went together according to their custom unto prayer. And when they passed the camp, they compassed the valley and went up to the mountains of Bet Uya and came to the gates thereof.
So they just acted all casual. I'm just going to prayer like I used. Because remember, she established that for a few days. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go pray. And then they just went around.
Yeah, she's so good.
came right back home.
Oh, she good. She good. Then said Yahudith afar off to the watchman at the gate, open now the gate. Elohim, even our Elohim is with us to show his power yet in Jerusalem and his forces against the enemy, as he has even done this day. Now, when the men of her city heard her voice, they made haste to go down to the gate of their city, and they called the elders of the city, and then they ran all together, both small and great, for it was strange unto them that she was come. So they opened the gate and received them, and made a fire for a light, and stood round about them.
They didn't think she was coming back.
No.
They're like, what? Yahudith is back. What?
Amen. Open that gate. Let's go.
Everybody
knows. Yeah, we know you. Now, listen. Oh, we're inquisitive people. But when it matters, when it matters.
Yeah, everybody came out. Everybody, that torch. We finna see
what you got. All right. Cool as, yes. She said cool as cucumbers. Yes, she was. She did that thing real smooth, okay? And now when the men, let me see.
Then I think we're on 14.
Okay. Then she said to them with a loud voice, praise Elohim, I say, for he has not taken away his mercy from the house of Israel, but has destroyed our enemies by my hands this night. So she took the head out of the bag. Listen, I would have been good with just you telling me.
Yeah, this is just it.
You literally don't have to show me. I'm one that if you tell me, you know what I'm saying?
That's the stuff.
You don't have to pull the head. I can just imagine the head. All the blood. Okay, listen, I don't want to make it gruesome, but it wasn't a pretty sight. Okay. And she says, taking away the mercy from the house of Israel, but destroyed our enemies by my hands this night. So she took out the head of the bag, out of the bag, and showed it, and said unto them, behold, the head of Oliphanes, the chief captain of the army of Ashur, and behold, the canopy wherein he did lie in his drunkenness, and Yahuwah has smitten him by the hand of a woman. As Yahuwah lives, who has kept me in my way that I went, my countenance has deceived him to destruction, and yet has he not committed sin with me. He didn't sleep with me. I had to give him nothing. You hear me? To defile and shame me. Then all the people were wonderfully astonished. I bet y'all was. And bowed themselves and worshipped Elohim and said with one accord, blessed be you, O Eloheinu, which has this day brought to naught the enemies of your people. Then said Uzziyahu unto her, O daughter, blessed are you, O Elyon, above all the women upon the earth. And blessed be Yahuwah Elohim, which hath created the heavens and the earth, which has directed you to be cutting to the cutting off of the head of the chief of our enemies. For this your confidence shall not depart from the heart of men, which remember the power of Elohim forever. And Elohim turned these things to you for a perpetual praise, to visit you in good things, because you have not spared your life for affliction of our nation, but have revenged our ruin, walking a straight way before our Elohim. And all the people said, so be it, so be it.
Wow. She said, and in case y'all wondering, and nothing happened.
Nothing happened. I didn't give him nothing.
He didn't get jack.
He just looked at my face and fell in love. He didn't get nothing, okay?
Oh, drunk man, nah.
Yes, Linda posted the sword. And somebody, listen. Oh.
Wait, didn't she kill him with his own sword?
She did. She sure
Did. That's the same plan.
Grab that head. He was
here,
good.
Here. What's the maid? What's the good name for the maid? Natasha.
There you go, Natasha. Here,
Natasha.
Put that in your bag. And it's okay, but it's gonna be on the meat. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
They ain't nothing but some blood.
Yeah, they ain't right. We'll wash it anyway. Yeah, exactly. Listen, we wash our meat anyway, girl. We.
The man was like, "All right, come on, let's go."
Right.
She had to be as tough as her.
She had to. She had to be a reflection of her.
Yes.
Like, come on, because
that's why she took her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take no pug. Like,
she ain't taking me.
Yeah, exactly. And she ain't taking me either. Because Levon, you see blood, you're out.
I'll be like, girl,
girl, you put it in the back yourself. You cut
it. And walked out just as cool,
calm.
We going to
collect it, okay? We gonna. Not you didn't even listen. They probably still didn't discover the body,
and they just letting her just walk on through.
Now listen, we're not advocating anybody slicing off nobody's hand, okay? As you can see, she sought Yahuwah. So do not blame.
She asked for the strength.
She asked for the strength. We're not advocating that you commit murder, okay?
No,
we read in the scripture, thou shalt not kill. They mean murder. Don't do that. All right?
And this is what I always mean when I say it only takes one bullet to stop a war. All
you
gotta do is get the right person.
That's right.
That's all you gotta do.
She was like, don't ask me how I'm gonna do it. But I'll be back.
And here go his head.
There you go. I'm gonna keep listen, hair all stuck to the man's face. Listen.
His eyes was probably
like first.
What just happened?
Just dead and gone. All right. Thou shalt not. Yes, thou shalt not. Thou shalt not blame story time. Okay. Chapter 14. Then said Yahudith unto them, hear me now, my brethren, and take this head and hang it upon the highest place of your walls. And so soon as the morning shall appear, and the sun shall come forth upon the earth, take ye every one his weapons, and go forth every valiant man out of the city, and set ye a captain over them, as though ye would go down into the field towards the watch of Asher. But go not down. Then they shall take their armor and shall go into their camp and raise up the captains of the army of Asher, and shall run to the tent of Eliphalet, but shall not find him. Then fear shall fall upon them, and they shall flee before your face. So y'all ain't even about to fight.
Yeah, just act like
you have to do a whole plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a whole plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go all the way down there.
Just act like it. Act like y'all know what's up.
Yeah.
Put his head on the wall and just act like you going.
Everybody fall in place. Okay.
So they can go discover them. Because they may have never walked in that bed.
No, you know what? They probably said that brother, that brother exhausted, okay? You got one of them women, them Hebrew women. Yeah. Right. It's like, they got women like that. Listen, we're going to slaughter all the, we're going to slaughter all the men of Israel if they women looking like that. So they probably thinking, you know what, let him sleep today.
Yeah. He just in there.
Listen,
we ain't seen Judith, we ain't seen him. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Brother is exhausted, okay? He was like, I get so weak. Okay. All right. So then, so ye and all that the inhabitants, the coast of Yasharel or Israel shall pursue them and overthrow them as they go. But before ye do these things, call me Achior, the Ammonite. What's his name?
Just say Ammonite.
Okay, Ammonite. That he may see and know, that he may see and know that despise the house of Israel, and that sent him to us as it were to his death.
Remember, they're gonna kill him.
They're gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called Achior out of the house of Uzziyahu. And when he was come, he saw the head of Eliphalet in a man's hand in the assembly of the people. He fell down on his face, and his ruach fell.
Like his spirit was like, what just happened? Like,
mouth was open.
I wonder if he thought they was gonna cut his head off
after that good feast.
Yeah,
I wonder too. But when they had recovered him, he fell at Yahudith's feet and reverenced her and said, "Blessed are you in all the tabernacles of Yahudah, and in all the nations which heareth your name shall be astonished. Now therefore tell me all the things that you have done in these days." Then Yahudith declared unto him in the midst of the people all that she had done, from the day that she went forth until the hour she spoke unto them. And when she had left off speaking, the people shouted with a loud voice, made a joyful noise in their cities. And when Achior had seen all that the Elohim of Yasharel or Israel had done, he believed in Elohim greatly and circumcised. Ooh, I don't know why I started. And circumcised the flesh of his foreskin, and was joined unto the house of Israel unto this day.
Now that's grafted in.
That's grafted in.
Because he a grown man.
Grown, okay?
He said, now I knew if y'all was in obedience, he was going to fight for y'all, but what you just did?
Listen, he said, hey, y'all got a knife? I don't need, give me a sharp rock.
Yeah.
Let me take this.
I'm with it.
I'm following y'all. I'm following y'all.
This sister came back with his head.
Listen, the whole head.
Okay. With his head. This woman, I ain't messing with y'all. He was like, I knew about y'all. I heard about y'all. I seen it for myself. I'm in.
It's like, I'm in.
Count me part of the family.
Absolutely.
I'm y'all distant cousin. I'm in.
Right. He was like, so who can take away the skin? Yeah. Anybody over here?
Sheila, can I get some ointment to rub on it? Sister Sheila.
Hey, where your handmaid?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll take. Listen,
you do a first aid because this is coming off right now.
I don't want no part, no extra skin. Okay, no flaky skin. No more pullbacks. All right. And as the sun oh man, this is hilarious. Okay, this is good. And as soon as the morning arose, they hung the head of Olophanes upon the wall, and every man took his weapons, and they went forth by bands unto the straits of the mountains. But when the Ashurians saw them, they sent to their leaders, and which came to their captains and tribunes, and to every one of their rulers. So they came to Olophanes' tent and said to him that had the charge of all his things, waken now, our Adonai, for the slaves have been bold to come down against us to battle, that they might utterly may be utterly destroyed. Then went in Bogeas and knocked at the door of the tent, for he thought that he had slept with Yahudith. Listen, I'm gonna call him BB because BB thought he was tearing that thing up. Okay?
That's what they all thought. Mm-hmm.
She was just like, I think
Yahudith way at home.
She telling what happened. Okay, she was like, girl, I'm over it. I'm done now. And he said, but because none answered, he opened it and went into the bedchamber and found him cast upon the floor, dead. And he was dead. And his head was taken from him. Therefore he cried with a loud voice, with weeping and sighing, and a mighty cry, and rent his garments. After he went into the tent where Yahudith lodged, and when he found her not, he leaped out to the people and cried, these slaves have dealt treacherously. One woman of the Hebrews has brought shame upon the house of the king Nebuchadnezzar. For behold, Olophanes lies upon the ground without a head. When the captains of Ashur's army heard these words, they rent their coats, and their minds were wonderfully troubled. And there was a cry and a very great noise throughout the camp. Ooh, listen, Gwen says she made a believer out of him.
Yes,
absolutely.
She did.
Oh no, our Adonai is headless. Absolutely. Gone. Okay?
He gone.
Gone. And when they went, and when they that were in the tents heard, they were astonished at the thing that was done. And fear, just like she said, and fear and trembling fell upon them, so that there was no man that dared abide in the sight of his neighbor, but rushing out all together, they fled into every way of the plain and of the hill country. They also that had camped in the mountains round about Beth Oya fled away. Then the children of Israel, every one that was a warrior among them, rushed out upon them. Then sent Uzziyahu to Bet-Mishpaim and to Baveh, and Shoveh, and Kola, Kila, and to all the coast of Israel, such as should tell the things that were done, and that all should rush forth upon their enemies to destroy them. Now, when the children of Israel heard it, they all fell upon them with one consent and slew them unto Shoveh. Likewise, also they that came from Jerusalem and from all the hill country, for the men had told them what things were done in the camp of their enemies, and they that were in Galilee, Gilead, and Galilee.
That is Galilee.
Yeah, Galilee. Chased them with a great slaughter until they were past Damascus and the borders thereof. And the remnant that dwelt at Bet Uyah fell upon the camp of Ashur and spoiled them and were greatly enriched. And the children of Israel that returned from the slaughter had that which remained, and the villages and the cities that were in the mountains and in the plain got many spoils, for the multitude was very great. Then, what's his name? Jehoiakim. There you go. The high priest and the ancients of the children of Israel, Rehoboam, maybe that was it. But yes.
Yeah, it was some kind
it was Rehoboam, Jehoiakim.
Something like that. Yeah. Jehoiakim.
Yeah, there you go. Jehoiakim. Thank you. The high priest and the ancients of the children of Israel that dwelt in Jerusalem came to behold the good things that Elohim had showed to Israel, and to see Yahudith, to salute her. And when they came unto her, they blessed her with one accord, and said unto her, You are the exaltation of Jerusalem. You are the great glory of Israel. You are the great rejoicing of our nation. You have done all these things by your hand. You have done much good to Israel, and Elohim is pleased therewith. Blessed be you of El Shaddai, Yahuwah, forevermore. And all the people said, So be it. And the people spoiled the camp the space of 30 days. Ooh, all
that means they had a bunch of stuff. Remember, because they packed a bunch of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And they was taking other people's stuff.
Yep.
Listen. And they gave unto Yahudith Oliphanes his tent, and all his plates, and beds, and vessels, and all his stuff. And she took it and laid it on her mule, and made ready her carts, and laid them thereon. Then all the women of Israel ran together to see her, and blessed her, and made a dance among them for her. And she took branches in her hand, and gave also to the women that were with her. And they put a garland of olive upon her and her maid that was with her. And she went before all the people in the dance, leading all the women, and all the men of Israel followed in their armor with garlands and with songs in their mouths.
They dancing in the street. See, that's us.
Dancing in the street.
You know, we dancing, we eating something good. We'll be like,
right. Right.
Any little thing make us dance.
Make us dance. And listen, we come out dancing this song. Listen, we just come out those that
he said it's time to rejoice.
They was rejoicing and they was hitting it.
Yeah.
They was doing it.
She got all of his stuff.
All his stuff. Laid it on a mule, okay? Laid it on that ass.
Mm-hmm. And she gave her. Notice she took care of her maid.
She sure did.
Yep, gotta mention her because her maid had to be calm, cool, and collected too.
Sure did. Ooh, she was. Ooh. Listen, said songs in their mouths, okay?
Yes.
Then Yehuda began to sing. Ooh, you know she was blowing, okay? There was no finger. She was just blowing, okay? Then Yehuda began to sing this thanksgiving in all Israel. And all the people sang after her this song of praise. And Yehuda said, tomorrow we're going to get started and we're going to finish this last chapter at 7 p.m. because we got the Enoch discussion.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That Auntie Shelly on the beat, but Bump is teaching at 6 p.m. tonight. So we have to leave you all. We thank you. Y'all knew a cliffhanger was coming.
Yeah, and you get the end of the story.
You get the end of the story tomorrow. Woo!
It's good.
It's good. It's good. But she was blowing. She was blowing.
They are rejoicing right now. His head is
gone.
Gone.
She done laid all this stuff on that ass.
But you know what? It's weird that all these men put all your trust in this one man. This one man is dead. Okay, it was kind of slick and I don't know what just happened, but
yeah. There was nobody training. Yeah, there was nobody in the train. I mean, no one that was training.
Second in command, like
no.
And Yahudith probably knew that because she probably was listening and
they were so
consumed
with her beauty that they wasn't worried about. They
nothing
wasn't
else.
thinking nothing.
Nothing else.
Nothing. They was just like, all I know, if Israel got women like that,
that's all they probably was thinking about. Ooh, when we take this city, we killing these men and we taking these women.
They women his. Listen,
them some bad mama jammas.
Loving it, okay? Loving it. They was loving Yahudith's body, figure, face, everything. Listen, she was it, okay? Before it came, she was it, okay?
Yes.
And just humbled.
Yeah.
Just humble. Listen, nobody could say nothing about her character. Nothing.
That's it. She had that character, that countenance, that beauty, everything.
That will make an ugly person. Because everybody ain't blessed, right? Shut up. Let me not say that. Everybody is blessed. Listen, let me tell you. But that will make an ugly person. If you got the right character, and it's vice versa, right? You got the right character, you got the right, just your heart. Yeah. That will overshadow physical features, okay? I don't care if you got one eye and an ear that's hanging off.
That's so
it will really overshadow. Just like if you have someone that's drop dead gorgeous, but got the nastiest character, got the nastiest attitude, baby, that just make her so ugly. Yes. That really just makes somebody ugly. So if anything, character is so important. Character is important. And as you can see, it's taken her.
Character and obedience.
Right. And it's taken her. Listen, she was calling governors.
Yes. Yeah. And now they praising her.
And then she said, and she was checking governors.
Yes. She was checking.
Checking. Checkmate. Setting people in their place.
Yes.
Just a widow.
Just a widow.
A widow. Listen, 3 years in this thing, and she checking presidents, okay?
And she already had cash. Now she got Holofernes and stuff too.
Listen,
y'all better leave Simeon's grandkids alone.
Listen, I'm telling you, if I see somebody that's rowdy, I'm like, that's Simeon.
Yeah, I'm glad that's my uncle.
Simeon.
That's my fam.
He's from Simeon. It just helps me understand our people more and more and more.
That's just my cousin. That's
my cousin. When I see that person whooping that that's Simeon. That's them. It's all right. Listen, it's all right. We're going to see y'all tomorrow on Storytime at 7 p.m. Friday. And hopefully we'll be done.
We'll see you at 6 o'clock on Enoch.
Oh, yeah. If you decide to join us on the Enoch discussion, we love you. Please do. Go ahead and you can actually, I'm not sure, well, everybody's here except for Righteous is the Way. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm so glad that you tuned in and joined us. So welcome. But if you would like to tune in on the Enoch discussion too, go ahead and you can Facebook us, message us, or Auntie Shelly actually. And yeah, we'll love that. We'll love that. Which you're not going to find her name, Auntie Shelly on the beat.
No. It's Michelle, but then I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to look through it. So we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I don't know.
You know what? It's all right. Can't join us this time. We're gonna post it on my page.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. We see you tomorrow. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
Character over everything.